Hey guys, alright, so we're going to be adding and subtracting integers. What are integers? Integers are those negative and positive whole numbers. So those negative natural numbers, those positive natural numbers, and zero are all integers. So is 213 an integer? Yes, 213 is an integer. What about a negative 51? Yes, negative 51 is definitely an integer. What about half? Nope, half is not an integer. So all those fractions, decimal fractions, they are not integers. Just the positive and the negative whole numbers. All right, let us look at how we add and subtract them. So for example, a negative 4 take away 3. What about negative 11 plus 5? What about 8 and you take 20 from it? Or what about having 5 and you subtract a negative 4 from it? How do we solve these? Negative 4 take away 3. What do you get? Well, if you get a positive 7, then that is wrong. You should get a negative 7. How? Well, you owe 4, you can say, and then you owe 3. You know, when you have a negative balance in your bank account, that means you have less than, you have below 0. All right? Once the number is negative, then it's below 0. The temperature is below 0, whatever, it's below 0. So the more you keep going down, the more you move to the negative side. And so when you minus 4 and minus 3, you have minus 7 in all. Get it? All right, let us look at another one. Negative 11 plus 5. So you can say you owe 11. And the positive 5, that is what you have. So you have a $5. You owe $11. So when you give them that $5 that you have, you will still owe $6. So it's negative 6. What you can do, of course, is to maybe sketch a little number line. This would be all your positive numbers going up, and then you'll have your negative numbers going down, right? So say below 0, of course, is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and so forth, right? Negative 11. Because you're adding now, you move towards your positive numbers. But if you're subtracting, then you would go down. You'd go towards your negative numbers. So you add 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is your answer right there. Negative 6. For the next one, 8 minus 20. You have 8 things. So simple mean you cannot take 20 from it. You'll end up owing, right? Or you'll end up with a negative number, a negative value. So if you have 8 and need to take 20 from it, out of that 20, you can only take 8 and still need 12 more. So it's a negative 12 because you couldn't get that 12 from it. So of course, it's negative 12. Get it? Now 5 minus negative 4. What happens is two negatives turn positive. It's like saying, I am not talking. If you're not talking, then you must be talking. It's positive results. You get that? So these two negatives beside each other will turn positive, giving you 5 plus 4, which is a positive 9. Well, let us try two more. Negative 4 minus 21. By now you should realize once the numbers have the same sign, then you add them. Right? When the numbers have the same sign, you add them. But now because you're adding them, mean your result is going to be positive. No. You're adding two negative numbers. Your result is going to be negative. You get me? You owe 4, owe 21 more. So in all, you owe 25. So you added the values. You added the 4 and the 21. You get 25. But you were subtracting both numbers. So you're still subtracting. Get that? Now, negative 3 plus 8. When you're adding two integers, your answer will take the sign of the bigger value. The bigger value here is what? 8. And the 8 is positive. So your result is going to be positive. Right? So negative 3 plus 8 is going to be a positive 5. Get that? You owe 3, you have 8. So you pay the people them $3. So you still have 5. Look at this one. 6 minus 12. What is the sign of the 6? 6 is positive. The sign of the 12. 12 is negative. Right? So that you have 6 or 12. So you pay the 6. You're still going to owe 6. Now pause the video and try these two. 5 take away 21. And negative 23 plus 8. Alright. So let's see what we'll get. I hope we'll get the same answer. You have a positive 5 here. This is a positive 5. Positive integer. And this is a negative integer. Negative 21. So your result is going to be negative. Alright? You're subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number. So your result will be negative. You have 5. You owe 21. That means you are going to owe 16. I hope you got that one right. Look at this. You have a negative 23 and a positive 8. The bigger value is 23 and it is negative. So your result is going to be negative. Now, when I say bigger value, I don't mean that the negative 23 is bigger than 8. You know that the negative 23 is smaller than 8, way smaller than 8. But the face value of the digits, right? The face value of the numbers. So 23 is a bigger face value, right? So your answer is going to be negative. You owe 23, you only have 8. So when you pay that 8, you're still going to owe, right? So your result will be negative. So you owe 15. Get it? Now go ahead and try some on your own. Let me know if you understand. Oh, that should be a smile.